Hello, everybody, and welcome to our universe.
The CayVin Universe.
Ooh, that was good.
I know, right?
So this is it.
Yeah,
this is it. We're doing it. If you hear an echo right now, I'm terribly sorry.
Yeah,
this is all new to us.
First timers over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I hear a little bit of echo, but it could just be because I'm talking into a mic. I'm in my headphones, and I'm in my own head.
That's how I think it is. That's why I'm just ignoring it.
Yeah, I'll try to run it through an equalizer app or something.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and I have
Should
to
be
fix.
good.
I have to fix all this that like every little sound that we make, you can probably hear.
You can hear. We're such newbies.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of it. I've always liked using the motto "Evolve with me." I used that since I first started out on YouTube, 4 or 5 years ago, before I took my 3 to 4 year hiatus. But yeah, and that's the thing. You're seeing the real deal here. We're not professionals. We don't have a crew working for us. We don't have producers putting this shit together. This is just us. And yeah, this is our podcast.
This is it.
So here, turn down the volume a little bit.
Yeah.
So, like I said, if you are hearing an echo, I apologize. Like I said, we're just trying to figure all this shit out right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's get right into it. So, Caylin, how was your day? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. Finally, it's Friday. This is, pretty long week. So, honestly, I'm not looking forward to people going back to work next week. I feel like a lot more people are going to be on the road, and I've really liked, not that much traffic and
since this whole quarantine, that's the roads have been kind of empty.
Thing. I couldn't believe it when they first announced that schools weren't coming back. Actually, here where we live, it's the kids were on spring break, and they announced, oh, hey, you're not coming back, or we're taking another week off. Just in the spring break week was when I realized that, oh, shit, all this traffic is gone. And it's been good.
Yeah, that's good.
My normal 45-minute ride home has literally been cut in half.
Nice. Yeah, so, I mean, that's how it goes during this whole quarantine, It's been a hell of a ride. I mean, like I've said, what moment in our life would we ever say that this shit would happen? Majority of people that aren't working. I mean, of course, Caylin, you're essential. We know that.
I am.
I'm not essential. I'm just a personal trainer at a gym. I'm not important, apparently.
Yeah, you're going to be though.
Oh yeah. Now that government and everything's open back up. Yeah. Oh. But hey, it is what it is. I'm thankful that I have a job. I'm thankful it's not worse. I'm thankful that, I didn't know anybody close to me that got COVID. I'm
that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of. But and I do. If you are hearing this, first of all, if you're hearing this on our first episode, you're the real MVP, because literally, I guarantee you the first 20 to 50 episodes are probably going to be us trying to figure this shit out. Hey, but like I said, if you're listening to this and you're one of the first people to listen to this, you're the real MVP.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to this and somebody that was affected by COVID, either a family or friend, or just somebody down the street. I mean, if anyone gets it within 100-mile radius of you're like, shit, this is kind of real.
You out. Especially where we are, the number of cases,
yeah, and in Texas alone, it's crazy.
I know.
Yeah, but so this idea to start a podcast is something that we're I guess I kind of spawned it on you, but it's something I've been wanting to do for a very, very long time. Yeah. And I'm glad that we're doing it. I didn't realize how hard it was. I didn't realize all the shit that goes into it, all the shit you have to buy for it. Yeah. I didn't realize simple things like how we're echoing right now. I don't know if that's going to stay during the recording, but if we are, like I said, sorry, we're going to figure this out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always wanted to start a podcast, and like I can't believe we're doing it now. So how do you feel? Like, what's your take on this? Like when I first, because I know you always heard we've been together 3 years, over 3 years. Yeah, the best 3 years of my life, ladies and gentlemen. So I know you've heard talks of me here and there saying, oh, I want to start a podcast, or, well, because first, I did my thing on YouTube making supplement review videos, because at that time I thought that was my best way to go out there, because I knew a lot of information about supplements and things like that, because I was really involved in it at that time. This is before that I realized that the supplement industry is kind of a scam. Yeah, supplements are good, but you don't need supplements 100% of the time. You don't even need supplements other than like things like vitamins and things like that. Well, but I'm talking actual supplements like protein powder, pre-workout, all this other stuff. You technically don't need that shit to be healthy, but it does help. Just like I said, it's supplements your routine. It's not made to take over your fitness, meaning you can't just take pre-workout and creatine and expect to get big. It's not made for that. It's not made to replace your diet. You're not meant to drink 6 protein shakes a day. That's not good for your body. Else. But yeah, so that's how I started out. I mean, we'll definitely get more into that. As I said, as a personal trainer, I'll definitely get more into things like that in our episodes. But yeah, so when I wanted to get more active on YouTube, I just couldn't find my footing. I didn't know how. And then, I just started thinking like, oh, it would be so cool to have a podcast. And I bounced around with, what it could be about. Is it going to be about wrestling? Is it going to be about, The Office? Is it going to be about, whatever, the universe, whatever we're into? And technically that's what it became. Is why don't I just make a show where I, just have me and you, and we talk about whatever we want to talk about, whatever it is we're into. It can be about animation, it can be about TV, it can be about fitness, it can be about life, it can be about science, culture, education. Most of our shows are probably going to be more on the entertainment side. We like to be entertained. We like to watch TV. We like to watch movies, music, things like memes. That. Say what you will, but I am a wrestling fan. I know wrestling fans get a lot of hate. It's definitely a fandom that people don't understand. Yes, 100%. Wrestling fans don't watch wrestling because we think it's real. Wrestling fans know wrestling isn't real. It's not meant to watch to be real, but that's another argument for another time. But anyway, back to, after my long tangent, back to originally what I was asking you is, so how did you feel when I just dawned this on you that, hey, I want to start a podcast and it's going to be me and you, and, we're going to do this?
I know you kind of didn't ask me, you just told me, but I liked that because before I met you, I didn't really know, I don't even know if you know this, but before I met you, wasn't really into stuff like that, and now I am. So when you sprung it on me, I was like, wow, I like that idea of just being able to say whatever I want, because that's not, I know we have freedom of speech, but it's nice to be able to say what I want and not have somebody random, I know there's going to be comments and stuff, but I'm not worried about that. Just for, especially I like the idea of getting to do this with you because you understand me more than anybody else. So, yeah, it's just been, I never once thought I wouldn't want to do that. Since the beginning, this has been, I know I don't seem like I'm into it, but now I'm here and this is fun, so yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, yeah, and that's definitely the thing. There's definitely going to be haters and everything. I mean, excuse me. To be honest, that's why I stopped YouTube to begin with, 3 to 4 years ago, because that shit got to me. But I was in a different place. I don't think I was mentally I don't want to say stable, or mentally I wasn't strong enough to deal with like that.
With
now,
that, yeah.
you know, looking back, me 4 years later, 4 or 5 years later, now I'm like, I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
are you
off.
paying my bills?
I know,
No.
right?
And then if you listen to us and you do support us, you know, you're not a fan, you're a friend.
Yeah.
You're a supporter.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, Jesus, your family, like Olive Garden. Olive Garden, sponsor us. All right, so moving on.
Why don't we start with, or not start, we've kind of been going, but why don't we just tell people kind of what we're going to be talking about?
Yeah. First of all, this why don't you talk about what you just made for us, because this is actually good.
Really?
I love my tequila popsicle shot.
Yeah. Okay, so I go to the fridge and I'm like, oh, hey, look, there's a bottle of tequila. I look around. Whoa, no juice. Look in the freezer and I'm like, I wonder if I blend the popsicles and mix tequila, if it would be good. And it is actually really good. By the way, the popsicles are cherry limeade. So...
Yeah, they actually, yeah, like I said, the tequila, at first I was thinking smoothie when you said it, because I was like, oh, that's a good idea when you first asked me. So first I was thinking like a smoothie, but then it really became like more like a popsicle tequila shot. Because the thing is, the popsicle doesn't have enough flavor to mask the tequila, but it's still actually good, because then you get like a little, it's basically like you're getting you're getting like a popsicle flavored,
it's not just straight tequila,
popsicle flavored tequila. But anyway, so this first episode, actually I wanted this first pilot episode to just be 15 minutes, but I'm going to probably edit out some of the stuff we said earlier. Oh, shit.
Okay, so back to when he was talking about the entertainment. So we're all about TV shows, movies, yet every night we can't decide what to watch.
Right? Like, that's the problem.
I just realized that.
I miss the time when you would go to Blockbuster and there was only like 5 movies that they had in stock. That you literally had to choose between 5 movies. I mean, that's the problem nowadays, right?
Do you remember when Blockbuster, if I remember it correctly, because they shut down even when I was kind of young. Like, how long has it been since they've been closed?
Oh, man. Well, isn't there one still open somewhere?
I think so. I don't know if it's here, but...
Well, good
we can look it
thing
up.
we have the Google machine in front of us.
How... Been out of business.
So how long has Blockbuster been closed?
Wow, it was only founded in 1985.
Damn, they had a short run. That sucks for
they
who
had
founded
a short
it?
lifespan.
That sucks for David Cook.
David Cook.
The founder.
Look, are there any Blockbusters left?
What is this?
Blockbuster has one store that remains open in the whole world, located in Bend, Oregon. I wonder why.
Probably was just somebody that bought in the franchise, and he's like, I ain't doing it. It's probably someone that does have...
He probably has a bunch of fucking money, and
it's literally...
You don't need to close.
But I bet you that's good for tourism. I bet
be
you there's
the
people
one...
that are like, oh, we're in this area, let's go see the last Blockbuster. And
honestly,
like,
I've told
take
you...
their kids and shit, I bet you.
I've told you I wanted to travel to Oregon at some point for the scenery, because that would be cool if we go to the only standing Blockbuster.
That would be cool.
But back what I was saying, at Blockbuster, is that where you would like go to find a movie and they couldn't even put the cover on? It was just like white and it had letters.
Yeah, it was like it literally like, okay, so when you walked into Blockbuster, it was like a DVD section. Like they had a bunch of movies, but you would have the real cover of the movie, or the real VHS cassette box of the movie, and it was just in the front, and then they had all the available copies in the back, and they were just like big Blockbuster box with like a white sleeve, with the Blockbuster logo and then the title of the movie. I
don't remember what their policy was.
I think it was like they had 3, 5, and maybe 7-day rentals.
What if you never returned it?
I think it was just 5-day rentals. I don't know if it was 3. No, they you had to get a Blockbuster membership. You couldn't just walk up in there and rent movies.
And what if you never returned it? They just charged you?
Had your credit card and shit on file.
Okay.
It was like they pretty much laid down the foundation for Netflix.
Yeah.
You know,
man, Netflix screwed them.
Mm-hmm. Well, because Netflix started as DVDs too.
Yeah.
That would suck. I tried that out when it first came out, and I hated it because it was like I could only rent like 1 or 2 DVDs at a time, and then like you had a queue. You had to send them back, and they come back. I don't know. I just didn't because I don't know. Even when I was getting in, middle school and high school, it was just DVDs were even kind of becoming like not even a thing. You know.
I know when I was in high school, it was already all about streaming services. So.
Well, see, no, not for me because, like,
we got to remember we're like what 3 or 4 years apart. So.
Because I think I didn't even get an Instagram and a Twitter and like a Vine till college.
Yeah.
Like I think all those came out when I was in college.
I remember when I was in. Oh yeah, then that would make sense because that stuff came out when I was in high school.
Oh okay.
Yeah. So. The only thing good. Speaking of that, I'm not looking forward to The Office coming off of Netflix. Is that still a thing?
Yeah,
January
it's still
2021.
Yep, it's still happening.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Cause fuck NBC.
Yeah, I don't want to.
We can get into that when we have our Office episode, because if y'all haven't noticed, I'll just come right out and say it, but I'm the biggest fan, so.
Besides me. Biggest fan besides me.
No way. I know way more. We literally need to have a trivia episode.
Oh, you know what? We're gonna do that soon. We're gonna do that within the next, 10 episodes.
We just create our own questions and ask each other. The easiest.
Ooh, I'm gonna be doing some research.
Oh my god,
Let's see. Can you think of a question on top of your head right now?
No. Oh yes, I'll take this question from Rainn Wilson when he had when he did trivia with Billie Eilish. He said, what was the question? Oh, what is Nelly's, was it her husband? Her ex-husband's occupation?
Is he a magician?
Shit.
My brother's calling me.
Let's see what he wants.
Hello?
First of all, I don't want to see any fucking stuff,
JR, okay. What is going on?
I think he's acting out a movie. What movie is that?
South Park.
Oh, it's
South Park. Shut up, Vincy.
A special guest on episode 1.
Oh,
JR,
yeah.
You're live. Well,
JR.
live recording on the CayVin Universe. How's it going, bro?
Hey, it's going good. How are you doing? How are y'all doing today?
They're not going to answer you.
He starts off by taking this long fucking cussing monologue, and then he finds out he's on the podcast. He's like, how you doing today?
Sure.
Don't worry, if you say something bad, I can edit it out. We're not live.
Appreciate you having me on.
No, but what's up, bro? What are you up to?
Working.
Well, we're just talking. Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, we were just talking about what our podcast is going to be about and future episodes and things like that. So we definitely got to have you on. If for everyone listening, my brother is actually an actor. So he's been in numerous movies such as Predators, Machete, and Machete 2, Rough Rider. We're definitely going to have you on to talk about that sometime in the future.
Oh man, that was great. That was appreciated.
Yeah. Let me call you back after this, bro.
No man, don't do it. All right, keep it up. Later.
All right, later, bro. Bye. Notice he didn't say I love you because he knows we're recording. My brother literally says I love you after every phone call, and he didn't say it.
He just loves y'all. I mean,
I love him too. I say it back sometimes. It's just like, me and my brothers are close.
Yeah. They are.
I'm the youngest of 3. I have a brother that's 4 years and a brother that's 12 years older. And I do have a sister too. And me and my brothers are really close. I know they would do anything for me and I would do anything for them. But it's like, like with me and my oldest brother, we just know like we love each other.
Yeah.
We don't always
You don't
have
have
to
to say it all the
We're
time.
but my brother, the middle brother,
He definitely got the
Jared,
loving genes.
Yeah, he's such a good person.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. I love it. You need people like that in your life, and I'm glad that I have someone that close to me in my life.
Yeah.
Kind of keeps me, sane.
Yeah.
I definitely got a lot of the black sheep gene of the family. I'm definitely the black sheep of the family, so I've been told. But hey, it is what it is.
Well, while we're talking about siblings, I have 3 brothers.
Nice.
So
I'm saying nice,
I'm the
like
oldest.
I can just
like you don't
out.
know. Like okay.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Boom.
First moment of silence.
First moment of silence in 23 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, well, 23 minutes on our end by the time
If we keep going
it,
a little bit more, I'm sure you'll be able to edit it to 15.
Yeah. By the time we edit, it's gonna be down. And like I said,
Yeah.
once we get to the swing of things,
Yeah.
where we don't know where we exactly my point, where we know how to talk,
Yeah.
and we don't fumble words, and we don't, this is our first episode. Look, we're not doing this to make money. We're not doing this to get famous. I'm doing this because I like to talk shit,
Yeah.
and I want my own platform to talk shit.
There's been plenty of times before this when we're talking about something and we're like, shit, for the podcast, we have to talk about it. But it's hard to remember. It'd be easier in the moment.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I just got to the end of that tequila popsicle, and it was like a chunk of popsicle, and when I bit into it, it was like a splash of tequila. It was so good. That was the best.
That's good. I'm glad you enjoy it.
But yeah, do you have anything you want to say? I'm going to go into basically closing what we're going to be having the episodes on, and then we're
I'm
we
down
got to
for
get
that.
out of here.
Yeah. Talk about what we're going to be talking about.
Oh, yes.
Close it out.
So, yes. So, if you've made it
has anybody thought of Bring It Home?
Huh?
Bring It Home?
Yeah, I mean, that's generic.
Sorry, I'm generic.
So, yeah, if you made it this far in the podcast,
thank you.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you listening. So, just to wrap it up, what is this podcast like? Well, you already kind of know why we're here. Just because we thought this would be awesome, and we love to have a platform to say whatever we want on, and this is it.
Yeah.
But so our podcast is basically going to be, like we said in the beginning, everything that we're into when it becomes to TV, and TV can be broken down into things like The Office, animation,
90 Day Fiance.
Oh my God. We need to have an episode
how you got me into that in like the past month or two.
Or how you enjoy pillow talk.
Yes.
More than the actual
or
episode.
how
Because you just like to see people's reactions.
Yeah, or how I'd rather watch like that. The other night I was watching the beginning of the. So let's be this straight. Just because I'm a wrestling fan doesn't mean I like everything wrestling. Right now, WWE fucking sucks.
Yeah.
And I'd rather watch 90 Day Fiance than the Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Yes. We're watching Money in the Bank, and I'm like, oh, it's 7. 90 Day Fiance is on. He's like, change it, put it on. And I'm like, okay, chill.
I wanted to see what happened to Big Ed.
Yeah. Big male head.
Oh my God! And don't get me started on David. Jesus Christ! But I
know. Come Sunday, they're not gonna show him at all. They're gonna make us wait till the following Sunday.
You know that chick literally has David and like 20 other guys, like all lonely guys, all from everywhere in the world, and like
spending all this money on her.
Yeah, but I bet you somebody finally told her like, hey, you know this loser guy that you're talking to, he's actually on a TV show.
Yeah.
And she's like, shit.
That's why she's showing up.
She's gonna show up and she's not gonna stay with
I already saw this article. I just didn't know if it's fake or not. And I'm telling you, this isn't a spoiler because I'm pretty sure the article was not real, but it was an actual article saying that David and after David came back to the US, Lana broke up with him.
Yep, that's what happened.
I don't know if that's a thing, so we'll just have to wait and see because there's a lot of fake news out there.
Most likely that's what happened. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. This is
hate to say it, but hey, this is how real life works, people.
Yeah. And so, last week they didn't show Soulja Boy.
Excuse me.
Soulja
Boy.
But I saw in the preview.
Did they show Williams?
He's gonna be. Well, no, Williams and Soulja Boy are back this weekend.
I just think
next Sunday.
Think Williams is the funniest thing. Like, why can't you just? Your name's William.
I know. And then in the podcast when on Bad Friends when Andrew, is it Andrew?
Santino? Cheeto Santino?
Yeah, okay. Santino, and he's like, it's something like Matthews or something like that. And he's Williams.
Matthews. He knew it was plural.
Yeah.
But for now, we're just doing everything we're into. We're throwing it all on the, on the wall and seeing what sticks. It's like I said, science, culture, movies, fitness, life, music, gaming,
memes,
even PC gaming. Like, I just built my own computer.
That'll be I was very impressed with all the work that he did and he put into it.
Thank you.
I was really proud of him.
I was so worried.
I still am.
I was so worried. I'm really proud of myself. Yeah. I built the computer that we're going to use to run this, all the software on and things like that for our podcast. So, so we'll have a future episode talking about that. Another thing we love is memes. So I'm very excited for the Meme of the Month podcast where we that'll be more of a, you can listen to the audio, but that'll be more of a YouTube thing. We're going to have a YouTube. We do have a YouTube channel, the CayVin Universe. Right now, it's just some of my old YouTube videos on there, but I will we will upload clips from the podcast onto the YouTube channel. Anything else? Am I missing anything?
I don't think so. I think you got it. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on the pilot episode. This is probably going to be the shittiest sounding and shittiest
it's okay.
lineup of
an
episode.
It's good. We'll know what to do next time.
Exactly.
What to fix. Yeah.
We're all in this together, people.
We're family.
So, thank you for listening. We love y'all and see you soon.
Bye.